This is a broader rally today. Yesterday, even with the sell-off, the breadth was over 2-to-1 negatives to positives. So the whole market was in. This market's got them going in gear, and I think we're in relatively good shape. If we can close up around here, then yesterday will be some kind of faint memory, and we'll continue moving along and hopefully get some better earnings announcements coming out.
You know, the funny thing yesterday in the morning, especially when we shot over 26,000 on the Dow, you had people saying we're stretched, there's been too much momentum, the market's exhausted. There was no real reason for the pullback except to suggest that maybe we'd gone too far too fast. Now you have today and we come rip roaring right back, which defies, I think, again, a lot of what people thought the phase we might be entering into here. What do you make of that?
Well, no, I think that people took another look. This really isn't a case of buying the dip, but it's, you know, nothing's changed. You're getting better and better. The Apple report today, you're getting more promise of those kinds of things. The tax reform seems to be kicking in to earnings statements already and encouraging people. So I think they all came back out here. Secondarily, while it's too early to give a final look at the market on closes, they are leaning pretty heavily to the buy side. That's also helped us out.
You think people are still underestimating the power of this tax plan?
I do think so. I think that until they begin to see it tangibly announced company by company, I mean, we've had Walmart, now we've got Apple. I think people are going to have to say, you know what, it is working. Now, I think that maybe a lot of people who don't want to give credit to Trump or whatever, but that's kind of confusing the issue. The tax plan is the tax plan, whoever you want to credit it to or for, and it's helping out with earnings. Things are going okay.
I mean, look, Dow's a better than 300-point gain as we're having this conversation. People have been talking for the last many days about overall breadth being pretty good. You're not looking at just a small group of stocks on the back of the entire market anymore.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. You know, with the exception of yesterday, the general breadth has been there and carried things along nicely. And that's what you want to see, not necessarily a stampede, but solid buying across the board, different sectors, things moving up.
All right, get this Stitch person ready. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll get it. Oh, I want to squeeze one last thing in. Everybody's talking about Bitcoin. There's a theory around that some, not a large part, but some of the weakness may be related to the Lunar New Year. I don't mean that astrologically. I mean that a lot of interest is in Asia. Those people are getting ready for the Lunar New Year. You got to buy plane tickets, you got to buy presents, you got to buy whatever. So they may be liquidating some of their Bitcoin holdings in order to use it for Lunar New Year.
Yeah.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.